I couldn't be more excited to welcome Cherian to the stage, because you guys are doing some pretty cool stuff. So let's just dive straight in. What are you doing? What is the in-car thing that you guys are rolling out?
Yeah, so I guess let me rewind a little bit. So I oversee marketing and go-to-market for T-Mobile's advertising division. Everyone kind of knows T-Mobile as the the carrier, or the uncarrier, I should say. But we have the fastest growing division inside of T-Mobile is our ads business. That's really built off T-Mobile first-party data. And we're playing and we're seeing kind of the opportunities to layer that data into mobile, of which 113 million subscribers, largest telco in the world. We think we have a place to win there. Also in CTV, where we could layer our audience data in addition to the pipes that are made there. And then lastly in digital out-of-home. And I had co-founded a company called Octopus about 4 years ago. And in January of last year, although it seems like 20 years ago, T-Mobile had acquired our company. So now that was our foray into kind of digital out-of-home, where we can leverage connectivity in addition to our audience data in that space.
So just to make it real for us, what is the experience? Who's the audience? What do they get?
Yeah, so essentially what we created is an interactive entertainment platform inside of Uber and Lyft vehicles. So we contract with the best drivers in the country. We put a screen inside the headrest. Riders get to engage with our screens by playing games. So think of games as our content. That's our hook. That's what gets the rider's attention. And because we have the rider's attention and we have the vehicle location, we deliver location-based interactive ads, branded games, reactive surveys to a captive audience, an engaged audience, and highly sought after kind of 18 to 49 audience, which is quite frankly on the go and hard to reach.
So for an advertiser, give us an example of what this means for them. What's a great campaign example, for example, that really pushed the boundaries of what you guys can do?
Sure. So I mean, just at a basic level, right? If you think of like some of the QSR brands like Wendy's or Jack in the Box, right? They could take the content that they were running on television, but when they put that content in-car tablets, what we're able to do is add interactivity, right? Meaning you can actually touch the screen. So that goes beyond the impression and shows engagement, which is really important when you're trying to renew clients. It shows that someone actually saw this and someone leaned in and engaged with it. And then two, what we're able to do is reach that younger demographic, right? That 18 to 49 audience, who quite frankly is the SVOD audience who's paying to avoid ads. And we have them, as Mark mentioned earlier, right? We have them in a captive setting for 20 minutes. And it's hard to change the laundry while you're going 30 miles per hour. And so we want to make a really memorable, novel, lean-in experience that allows brands to connect and create a memorable moment with that brand.
So how are the ads sold and measured?
The ads are sold on a CPM basis, but what we love about it is a lot of our brands are leaning into branded games. And so it's an ad. It's sold on a CPM basis, but the rider thinks they're playing a game. And we think that's the best form of advertising because it's completely non-invasive. It's fun for all three stakeholders, right? The rider wins, the brand wins, T advertising wins. And I think that there's something there. So we want to delight, we want to surprise, we want to make sure that this is a little bit more memorable. And quite frankly, things changed a lot. When Uber and Lyft came into the marketplace, that technology changed how we get from A to B. But the experience inside that vehicle has remained relatively constant. And that's where we come in and we want to make those rides more productive, provide infotainment, provide entertainment, and then leverage connectivity, which is what T-Mobile does best, and let you do a Zoom call where the screen is logged in, you're using your phone as it's syncing your phone with the screen, playing games with the phone as the controller, the screen is the display. We were talking earlier, scanning and picking up where you left off on Netflix, so you can just continue watching while you're in that vehicle. So we've only scratched the surface, but again, want to delight those riders.
There's some pretty cool stuff there, it seems to me.
Yeah.
Just can you link your in-car screens to other screens, to connected televisions and tablets and mobiles and all the rest of it?
Yeah, so the obvious one is it is a T-Mobile screen, and we're a T-Mobile company, so the goal of what we're doing is making that experience different if you're a T-Mobile customer. We are the uncarrier. We love our customers. We have an unbelievable relationship with our customers, and we want to delight them. That's why you get Netflix on us, Paramount on us, you get Apple TV on us, AAA, Shell, all of these things are on us. And we also give you other perks. T-Mobile Tuesdays is a great example. Getting into a rideshare vehicle and getting a different experience than someone else is another example. Maybe you've seen this in Delta and Alaska, right? In-car Wi-Fi, or the in-flight Wi-Fi, which is brought to you by T-Mobile. So that's part of the customer journey in which we can have small touches and build that loyalty with our number one stakeholder, which is our customer.
So do you regard this as a premium video offering?
I do. I mean, the reason being is that, it's a blank canvas, but what we've leaned into is kind of two main formats. One is, basic display, right? So if somebody just wants to run a 15-second ad, a 30-second ad, we don't need to build a rocket and then land a rocket. Like, let's make the advertiser happy. Sounds good. We can run that direct or programmatically. But where we love is when the brands really lean in, and we're not only delivering sight, sound, and motion, but you're also able to touch the screen, so we can measure engagement. There's a value exchange, right? And so if the brand has a QR and says scan for a free lotto ticket or scan for a free taco kit or whatever it may be, we believe second to a restaurant, this is the best place for a QR code. It's the largest screen in the room, given the room is moving. And then, so again, delivering the sight, sound, and motion, having the interactive component, having the value exchange, and then that going to a trackable UTM on the mobile device in a seamless, frictionless way is why we consider that premium.
So we've got lots of programmers, TV networks, streaming businesses out there in the audience. Are there partnership opportunities for them?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like we said, right, the streaming services also have to get loud. It's a pretty competitive world out there. People are spending billions of dollars in creating original content. Well, people need to know about it. And we know that the streaming platforms can use their own rails, and that's great. You always should. But this is an opportunity to reach that sought-after demographic. And if you have rich content, why not deliver it with sight, sound, and motion? I mean, we've all seen billboards, right, out there for a new, Jack Ryan that's coming out or whatever it may be. But is that really highlighting the beautiful content that you made? Wouldn't you rather do that in a captive setting with a screen that has sight, sound, and motion, with a screen where someone can engage with it and actually interact with it? We can provide that feedback loop. And in a memorable setting where someone might get out of that vehicle and be like, wow, I had no idea, when we run Wednesday on Wednesdays, right, inside the vehicle. So there's a lot of things we could lean into.
So what do you think the platform you're building tells us about the future of premium video, about the use of data, about connectivity and its role in the ad market?
Yeah, sure. So I think what we nailed was probably one of the hardest things to nail, which is we built a network from scratch with 40,000 screens all moving, right? This isn't in a fixed longitudinal latitude spot. This is their moving vehicle. So I think if we've been able to figure that out, we can leverage those core competencies into other segments and make the pie larger. A perfect example of that would be everyone wants to get into like the retail media networks. We actually see an opportunity to do that in the physical world because more people are going to Kroger than going to Kroger.com. More people walk into a CVS than go to CVS.com. More people go into a PetSmart than go to PetSmart.com. And we feel that we can leverage T-Mobile connectivity and start helping power those retail media networks in the physical world, whereby the screen isn't moving, so we're not it's not as complicated. And I think that we've only scratched the surface. Like what we're doing today is for rideshare vehicles. What we're doing tomorrow is for robo-taxis, and we really want to power that OS for level 5 autonomous vehicles in the future, whereby you need connectivity and you want to be entertained. Maybe you want to shop, and we can provide that experience. Maybe you want to have a video call with your wife or your spouse, or your whatever it may be. And the core to all that is connectivity, and none of that is possible without connectivity. And those are the areas where we want to play and we want to win.
Cherian, thank you so much. It's super fascinating stuff.
Definitely.